For the first time in this channel's history, we're going international. Welcome to the #1 ranked basketball school in all of Canada. This is Fort Erie International Academy. In just 3 seasons, this school has won 2 national championships, produced numerous D1 stars, and has built some of the nicest facilities we have ever featured on this channel. So today we'll be touring their campus, meeting some of their players, and finding out what makes Canadian basketball so much different.
In Canada today, boys. Snow everywhere. It's cold. Pure hoops, though, I'm telling you. How we doing, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you. New Balance. Oh, come on, man. Oh, these are tough.
Yeah, New Balance hooks us up. I'm not gonna lie.
The 550s. Come on. This is crazy. And we've never been to a school where they gave us shoes right off the bat, so I appreciate that.
Some focal spots, that's our championship trophy area. So we got everything from like our first year championship all the way down to hockey championships. We got like our championship rings in there.
Did it start as a hockey school?
It did, yeah. So it's been around since 2018. We're going into our 4th year. So it's first started off with just international students, then it went to hockey, then they expanded into basketball. So our first year, we won our provincial championship year, which is like, we got this school in June. We just literally called 13 kids that we had personal relationships with, and we're like, yo, listen, like we're starting this prep school up. We want you guys to come. None of these kids were getting recruited by any prep schools when we got them.
Really?
We had like mid-year transfers. Leonard Miller, who we sent to the G League night from here, and in March, we were able to win a championship and history.
What was the difference? How could you do it in the first year?
You know what it is, man? I think like us as a staff, we've always been like underdogs ourselves as individuals, and every kid that we recruited that year was genuinely an underdog too. Like they weren't ranked, nothing, and everyone just came in with a humble and work hard mentality, and man, some sleepless nights doing scouts and everything, but we put it together and got it done.
Now, Canadian hoops are no fluke. Over the past decade, Canada has produced elite NBA talent. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jamal Murray, Dylan Brooks, and more all call this country home. But it wasn't always like that. See, Canada saw a basketball renaissance for the first time in 2016 when the Toronto Raptors hosted the NBA All-Star Game. This event sparked new interest in the sport nationwide, and then when the Raptors won the NBA Finals in 2019, it ignited a countrywide boom, with record youth signups and thousands of new courts and training centers popping up everywhere. Add in the fact that Canadian-born RJ Barrett was the #1 ranked high school player in the United States at the time, there was a basketball takeover going on in Canada. But we couldn't come all the way here without a secret plan. You see, Canadian basketball has been taking over these sports. So today we're gonna go inside of practice to find out what Canada is doing better than the US to produce NBA stars. Let's go do it now, come on. We're in the weight room right now. New Balance everywhere. Who we here with?
I'm Kemi Osei, assistant coach of the FEIA Red team.
Obviously coming in here, this is a nice weight room. How do you guys kind of get down? What's strength training here look like?
So the guys during the season right now, they're here about 2 to 3 times a week. A lot of recovery stuff, maintenance, but post-season work, they're here about 4 times a week, which is when they're trying to bulk up. We don't really have guys that need to lose weight.
Yeah.
Most of them need to add a couple pounds, so they're here about 4 times during the off season.
You guys are the best in the country for a reason. Is that starting here? Like, what are we doing different that is getting you guys up here to the top right away?
It's definitely part of it. In order for you to produce in the court, you need to be in here. Aches, your knees, your ankles, and all of that, right? So we do a lot of that here, mobility work. All of that is part of the process for you to be one of the best teams in the country and North America even. The one thing I know we value ourselves here is treating the kids right, doing it for the right reasons, and holding them accountable, and we hold ourselves accountable too as a staff. And I think when you do that, talent comes to you. Parents trust us. And fortunately, we have the right resources here. You guys seen the dorms, or I don't know if you guys seen them yet. They have everything here for them to be successful.
We go check out the gym a little bit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Right when you walk in, why are there names on the baseline out here?
Yeah, so part of what we're trying to do at the school is obviously build a tradition for our guys. So as kids graduate from the program, we're putting their first initial and last name down on the floor, just for them to come back and know that, there's a piece of them still in Fort Erie.
That's super cool. And is that the same kind of mindset for the names up here?
The names up here and to the left over here of the girls is basically all our kids that trusted us our first year of launching the programs that came in. So we're doing like a jersey retirement for them. So unfortunately for any other kid that comes here, you're not going to be on the wall. You're just going to be on the floor. before, but all for those day one guys, they're going to be up there, and we got one more spot open for our last guy who will be committing in the next couple days. So hopefully that fills that last spot up.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And then there's New Balance branding everywhere in here.
Yeah. So we're one of the first officially sponsored schools in Canada with New Balance. So as you can see, everywhere you guys walk around, you'll see the New Balance posters everywhere. We're also part of their heritage program, which is like a specialty program with all the schools that they sponsor. So like I said, like they have a bunch in the US, Balboa and all these schools. We're the only Canadian ones. It's just a unique partnership, you know. They don't sponsor a lot of schools like other brands, and when they're going in with someone, they're going hard, and as you can see, you know, they're hooking everyone else up. Plus, I mean, this gym is pretty much open 24 hours for all our guys and girls. There's no other lines on the floor, as you can see, so everyone that comes here is specialized for basketball. There's no tennis, volleyball, soccer, none of that stuff. So everything we do in here is strictly basketball, and that's how we're able to just be so successful in what we do.
Talking with the coaches, I'm starting to realize what makes this place so special, and we're actually going to hit practice later to ask our toughest question yet.
To be a school for what, 3-4 years and already have this many Division I caliber players, is there something that you guys are doing a little bit different? But yeah.
Number one, I think, is the
But in order to fully understand what's really going on here at Fort Erie, we need to go link up with some players and see what their lives actually look like.
Who are we here with today?
My name is Tutu Aquinta. My name is Eli Jolin.
Like, I've never been to Canada, figure out a little bit about what you guys got going on. Seems like you guys are pumping out some really good players. So what would you say so far most unique part about coming to this school?
It's like very isolated from everywhere. Like, it keeps us focused. You know, there's not really much things to do outside of play basketball and do schoolwork. We only do basketball here. Like, the gym is always open. We can always come in here.
Yeah. People don't know, I've got Quebec in my blood, although I don't sound like it. Maybe kind of look like it. You guys are pumping out some NBA players out there. What's the secret to Quebec right now? Why they got so much basketball talent coming from there?
I mean, you know, you look at Lou Dort, Benedict Mathurin. Basketball in Quebec is like rough. Like, you know, they always are some dog. Quebec is on the come up. So
you could say one thing. What do you think makes Canadian hoops a little bit different?
probably the coaching. There's really good coaches here. Like, especially Coach Charles. He's a really good coach. Hard on us, keeps us accountable. And everybody's here. It's a big dream to go to the United States and play college. So like, we really want it.
Nick Nair, you could expect a calm little setup, something chill.
All right, let's get a little dorm tour, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, you got your own little bathroom set up in here? Oh, you don't got no communal bathrooms or anything like that?
Nah, man, chill vibe. You know, this is a single room actually. We could do whatever we want. Just add LED lights, posters. Can even set up the gaming system if you want.
Not too bad, bro. What's been your best part?
Kind of just trying to like be closer to home. My coaches are great. The ATs are great. You know, I just like the school, like it.
What do you think? You like living in dorm life so far? You think it's setting you up for college?
Yeah, man, I think it's great. From what I heard, it's really similar to like the college life. You know, we really just be chilling here. Like, we can set up a game, play some 2K, Madden, whatever the guys are into. But
what do you guys do up here, like off the court? When you're not playing, you don't got class. Like, what are you guys doing for fun out here?
Off the court, recently we've been trying to play a bit more Warzone. The new season coming out, but
without the coaches listening, your room always is clean.
Oh, no.
honestly, I like to keep my room like.
I can tell. You
somewhat
don't got that much stuff.
If my parents walked in and see my room dirty,
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro.
So yeah, I gotta keep it clean.
It's always clean, everybody. It's always clean in here.
Yes, sir.
Outside of the basketball players, Fort Erie has students from around the world living on campus. The school provides an around-the-clock cafeteria, a game room for students from all sports. They also have an indoor swimming pool that the basketball team actually uses for rehab and training.
We come in here for like active recovery. Guys who are injured will get back in here. We have like our athletic therapy team works pretty good to get guys returned to play. So we kind of use the pool. And then sometimes, honestly, the kids just want to have fun. So it's a great spot to come into. We drop the temperature like crazy, so it's kind of like an ice bath. But you know, this is also a unique part of the program.
But the coolest thing we saw on campus was definitely their bling.
Come on now. Don't mind if I do, that's crazy. So this is 2022.
Yeah, and it's from the national championship last year.
Oh, the gold is nuts. Oh, the gold is crazy. So at all these schools, that's what you gotta aspire for. There's many of these built different on the side too. No, that's nuts. The diamonds,
Every kid,
the red.
every staff member got one as a part of it. But yeah, pretty dope memory for everyone.
Now, we've heard from every player here that the coaching is what makes Canada different. So I thought, hey, let's mic up their coaches for a practice. But little did I know we were about to witness two of the most intense practices I've ever seen.
Like, I have to be smarter than that. Why? Because there's pressure on me. I can't handle pressure, so I crack under pressure. Stop being afraid. What are we afraid of?
So first, I think we need to make a stop.
We're about to go watch practice, but
I'm Coach Darnell Landon. I'm basically in charge of player development.
you guys have a wall of just straight Division I, high caliber players, what are you guys doing differently that is putting out this type of success?
Because all of us played before, we have somewhat of a high level of evaluation of talent, and from there we decide how we're going to develop deficiencies in students and put together an action plan and then implement it every single day.
I appreciate it.
It's not an option. You have to do it, and we have to communicate on top of our lungs. I got house, I got nails. Then we dictate, we hit the ball, and we make everything work after that. Everybody got it? Okay, ready.
Listen, I've been watching girls practice here for a little while now. These girls are intense. They're running more than any boys practice I've ever seen. That's what makes this school one of the top schools in North America for girls high school basketball, and you can see why.
But in order to get better in those opportunities, we have to get better here first. Understand? It starts with getting better here in practice. I need everybody giving their max effort. If you're not going to be doing that, I am going to personally just kick you out the gym. Maybe if you get kicked out once or twice, you'll understand the level of work that you need to bring in so you could become better. You owe it to yourself, and you can't get back days. So it's all about stacking days. It's brick by brick.
1, 2, 3.
Together.
As you can see, we're here at practice. These guys, everything is very individualized for them when they start. They come out here, you can see they're all doing different dribbling drills, but I've never seen this from a practice so far at any schools we go at. We've got a training table in the corner. We got each of the guys working on their individual routines. You got 10 minutes on the clock to get ready, get warmed up for practice, and then they're gonna get into it. And we're gonna see what makes this team a little bit different out here. I've heard that practices are intense. The girls, I don't think I'd last in that practice. It looked insane, a lot of running. Fort Erie International, see how y'all get down practice-wise.
Play fucking basketball. Stop jogging!
Do you think there's anything specific to be a school for what, 3-4 years and already have this many Division I caliber players? Is there something that you guys are doing a little bit different, or you feel that it's a little bit unique?
Yes, number one, honestly, I think is the resources here. The dorm, parents see that there's security here and everything. I think it all starts with the parents. They have to trust us to send their kids to us, number one. So when they come here to see that the school's at proximity of the gym's open 24/7, I think that itself can recruit any kid. The resources is always number one. And then after that, you gotta have coaching, which I think we have the best staff in Canada right now, to be honest. And I think when you have a big staff like that, you have so many eyes that can see so many different things on and off the court. I think that helps you elevate.
First off, you guys like this angle? He's far away. Second, I'm seeing the practice, right? What I've noticed from both the boys and the girls that is different than any school we've been to so far. And I think the coaches and the players said it when we talked to them earlier. This is a very intense, very professional style practice. I mean, coaches are loud, they're yelling, they're making them run if they're messing up, but it enforces game speed. Coach was constantly going into getting these guys going full speed, and that's what it takes. The effort, the intensity, that's what makes this place different than any other school we've been to so far. This doesn't entirely make them just the best, they're the best in Canada, but this is what makes them different, this is what makes them unique. So, I think, all in all, FEIA, this is an elite basketball factory, and I'm happy that we got a chance to come see this place.
But what the hell, boy?
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see your name here on the screen in the next video, all you gotta do, go down and comment All Hail Canada. And the next time you see us, we'll be at the top of Alaska on a mountain, so make sure you hit subscribe. And until then, YouTube says you like this video. I don't know about y'all, but I will click on it. It's a good one. Okay, bye.